Yo, 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 what's good? Thank you for coming to the House of B.A.R.F. I'm Chanman, and before we get started, I would just like to emphasize that the content that we share on House of B.A.R.F. is for informational and entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors, and the information provided should not be considered as professional financial advice. Investing and financial decisions involve risk. It is crucial to do your own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any financial choices. The opinions expressed on House of B.A.R.F. are of our own and do not reflect the views of any organizations that we may be affiliated with. Please remember that past performance is not indicative of future results, and the financial landscape can change rapidly. Always conduct thorough due diligence and seek financial advice from a financial advisor tailored to your personal needs and circumstances. By listening to this podcast, you agree that the host and in the future, if we have any guests, are not responsible for any financial decisions you make as a result of the information presented on House of B.A.R.F. Now let's dive into today's episode. Yo, what's good? It's Chairman House of B.A.R.F. All right, my name is Chanman, and this is House of B.A.R.F. Thank you so much to anybody or everybody who decided to stop by. Definitely appreciate it, really do. So I'm going ahead, getting back in from the previous trades. Made a mistake. Didn't set my order types correctly. Ended up taking a $50 loss for no reason at all. But getting back in. So I'm going to this thing called MRO, Marathon Oil. And I see they have some contracts, some short puts, because apparently I can't get long calls right now. But I'm working on it. So I do see a short put for this week, ending December 29th, 2023. Do see a 2450 delta 26. That's a high delta. But I'm kind of convinced that this isn't going to get down to 2450. I really feel like if it gets down to 2450, that it would hit a support level around 2455 actually. Then we have another support level around 2447 and another one around 2440. And then let me see. Does appear to have also a pivot point, basically where it hits support and turns around 2480. So I'm pretty convinced that this is not gonna go below like 2450. I do want it to come down some so that the put contracts could possibly be worth a little bit more. Right now there's a 2450 going for about 12 cents. It does look like MRO has hit a high. I was also looking at Pfizer. I'm looking at some companies kind of to jump in, and I really just want to get a long call right now. But I don't know. A bunch of stuff I got to work on. So the contract actually went up to 14 cents. Let me go ahead and not be greedy, because the contract. I mean, if this thing drops, and it does look like it has a head, shoulder, or shoulder, head, shoulder, but like the shoulder's up, the head's down, the shoulder's back up. So this does give an appearance that it's going to possibly reverse and come down a little bit from its high, which, as we're seeing, it is happening right now. It went from like $25 and some change to about $24.96. So let's go take a look at that contract. It's about worth $14 right now, $24.50. The delta went up to about 27 now, which makes it higher. But we're cool. I haven't hopped in the position yet. Kind of just waiting to see if this thing goes up some more. So it may not be the best time to sell a put on it right now. Kind of want to wait till it gets down to like 24 and some change, 24.80 or something, and then hit that 24.50. Let's see if we get any news on So Marathon Oil actually just got hit by Raymond James, saying that it's going to cut it down from 45 to 35, but keeps a strong buy rating on it. Marathon Oil actually does get kind of on my nerves a little bit, man. I've been watching this thing for years and just so pissed off, man. I should have been holding it for years, but it's all good. You got to move forward. Um, we're just taking our time. Because the thing is, as soon as you buy this contract, it goes from $14 to $24. And it's like, man, I could have sold the contract for a lot more. So I guess what we can go ahead and do is put in a sell limit order. Essentially, if this thing gets down to about $24.85 or something, that should make the contract worth a little bit more. So let me go ahead and put a sell limit on this contract. If the 2450, because, just doing some technical analysis, I think it may stay above 2450 for the remainder of this week. I don't think any news is going to come out bringing oil prices down substantially. Let me just make sure. What is it? The WTI. Here, I'm going to go to CNBC. And let me go to oil. It looks like oil's going up. Oil jumps over 2% on Middle East strife and U.S. rate cuts. So it looks like oil's doing okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put a sell limit in. Again, above market price this time. Essentially saying that, if this contract gets up to like 20 cents, I want to go ahead and sell. I'm going to sell, how much is 2 contracts? And these, so 20 cents times 2, that's times 100. So it's going to be about $40. But it's not going to be $40. It's going to be $24.50 times 200, and that's going to be approximately about $5,000. Because it's going to be a cash secured put. Because my eligibility, they give me such a hard time. So I'll go ahead and sell 2 contracts, MRO 2450, and if it goes below 2450, it's cool. I'll be in there. I'll have it at 2450. Do I think that's the best price in the world? Nah, but it's all good. So let me go ahead and put that in. Actually, I'm going to do a first triggers one cancel other order. So the first is the sell limit. The second is if so I'm going to create an opposite order. So if I sell the contract at 20, I want my limit to, if I don't want to lose more than let's say I guess $10. So if it drops down to 15, I'll do, if it drops down to 10. So if I lose $10 times 2, that's $20. If I lose $20, go ahead and buy it back. And then let me go ahead and create a duplicate order. And I'm going to do a stop order. And if this thing shoots up to, let me see, what's it done in the last 20 days? It's gone up to $26. So if this thing, and there's this little estimate tool right here that says, kind of lets me know if it gets up to 26. My dumbass wasn't even looking at that earlier. When I was putting my orders in, I was just rushing. I don't know. All right. So all right, if this gets up to, let's say 40, let me see real quick. I'm trying to put it in. I'm a little hesitant now. And if it gets down to 10, Okay, cool. All right, so putting the buy limit below market price. So if it drops down to about 10, so it's saying that that'd be about $25. So let me do a little bit more. If it goes down, okay, I'll be cool with $15 times 2. That'd be about $30. So if I make about 30, and then if this drops down to like kind of what does it drop down to 23.14, and I'll be willing to lose. What's that? That'd be $40. I don't want to lose $40. I'll lose if this gets up to about 30. That'd be about $10 per contract. That'd be about $20. So, all right. So put the buy limit under market price. So if my contract becomes worth 5 cents, I want to buy it back. This is where I messed up on earlier. Like, oh gosh, just doing too much, trying to get it all done. So I put in a first triggers, one cancel, other orders. This is the way I got to put it in. You may not have to do this with your brokerage, but essentially, I want to get the contracts. I want to sell 2 contracts at 20 cents. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in 40. I'm gonna bring in $40, and the contracts are only 3 days long. So instead of getting the underlying, so if I got the underlying, I'd be spending about, let's just say about $25, $24.50, about $24.50 times 200. So I'd be spending about, let me see. Well, if I got the underlying right now, it'd be about $25 times 200, be about $5,000. Okay, so it's about the same. It doesn't work the same with the long puts. Long puts, you actually can get a higher strike price, lower premium. Instead of putting up $15,000, you're only putting up like $5,000. But this is a cash secured put, so yeah, it's just taking the cash straight out. So again, if this thing triggers and the contract becomes 20 cents, I want to sell 2 of them. Now, once that happens, I want it to trigger the other one cancel one order. So if I sell it for 20 cents, I want to buy it back for 5 cents. I'll make $15 per contract. And these orders are going to be good till close. Hopefully they don't execute. I can't have them execute today because supposedly I'm out of day trades for today. So I'm actually going to put it, if it goes down to 1 cent, fine. I'll just get in trouble by the broker. I really shouldn't be putting these in. But hopefully it doesn't drop down to 1 cent today. I doubt it will. But if it drops down to 1 cent, go ahead, buy back. So then that'll be $19 per contract. And then that would be about $38. And then if it jumps up to 30 cents, that would be a $10 loss per contract. And I have 2 contracts, so then that'll be a $20 loss. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this order right now. And it's just, you're not going to hear anything. It's just going to sit there. So just want to touch base, let you all know from the previous conversation we just had. I make hella mistakes. Not hella mistakes. I don't want to make it sound like that, but I make mistakes. And the most important thing is that I learn from them. And there it goes. Fantastic. Boom. There it goes. Put it in correct. That's what I'm talking about. I was just moving so... And I know I was talking about double check your orders and everything. I don't know. I was moving so fast. I really didn't want to do the trade I did earlier, but it's all good. It's all good. It's cool. So right now, let's take a look. So right now, I said if the contract hits 20 cents, I want to go ahead and sell the contract. Right now, the contracts are at 12 cents. They were just at 13, so the price must be going back up because I'm selling short puts. So the price must have went back up a little bit. So if the price does come down, I'm basically saying that it won't go below 24.50. All right, it ain't going below 24.50. All right, and somebody else is like, yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And I say, okay, well, if it does, then I'll sell you these contracts. So I sold them at 20. Going to collect $40. The contract should only be about 3 days long, But currently right now, they're just sitting in pending status because they haven't executed. But it's sitting right there. I'm looking at it. And once I sell the contracts, then my one order cancels other contracts will kick in. And if it drops down to 1 cent, I'm buying it back. Because what I'm doing right now is I'm selling high, buying low. There's a lot that goes into that. But then also, if it goes up to 30 cents, I want to go ahead and buy it back. I'll just take a $10 loss per contract. I have 2 contracts. So, cool. And I'm going to get back in here. I think I'm going to take a look at Pfizer. Let me see. Y'all want to look at Pfizer with me real quick? I'm going to roll, baby. I'm going to roll right now, baby. All right, Pfizer. Pfizer's gone up. Pfizer's gone up a little bit. So it may not be a good time to sell a put on it. Let me see what it's done in the last 5 days. It's coming down a little bit. It looks like it shot up a little bit from last week. Last week it looks like its low was approximately $26.65 and the high was approximately $28.79. Currently right now it's at about $28.40. So it does look like it's starting to come down. So it may be a good opportunity to hop in here and play around with the puts. I do see some support levels around $28.14. Let's go ahead and take a look at the contracts. All right. So it's not going below $28. Okay. Because I see support level. And that delta right now is at about 30, which is pretty high. So, and their contracts are going for pretty much the same price. And Pfizer, I don't know, they got some good stuff coming out right now. Let me look at Paramount. See, I got to look at all these small companies because I ain't got the bread like that. Let me look at, Pfizer's down. Yes. This may be a good time to sell a put. Not Pfizer, Paramount. And I told y'all, I recently just got out of Paramount. But, it's kind of like, man, I ain't really got no bread. Like, if I had bread, I'd be playing with General Dynamics, IBM, SPY, SPX, QQQ, NVIDIA, all of them. I'd be playing around with them, But when you ain't got bread, you gotta do your research, and you gotta survive out here. Okay. Okay, taking a look at Paramount, it does look like. Let me look at my active trader. I'm trying to see who's being aggressive. Sorry. Looks like the buyers are being a little bit aggressive. A little bit. It's kind of neutral, but it looks like the buyers are being a little aggressive. It kind of looks like they're kind of meeting the seller's demands. So let me see. I would much rather just buy a long call on this. Seriously, it's something that out of the money, something like $18 or something. But because I'm broke, I gotta live like this. So, Paramount, what's it not going below? Let's see what you are not going below, girl. So let me look at like a 6-month chart. Woo, doggy, this thing, man, this thing can go low, but it's not going to go below. And how much time though? It's not going to go below. They got support around $14, but this thing can drop down to 10 if that support don't hold. Looks like they got a pretty good support around 14. You know what? I'm going to go below between 10 and 14. And I'm going to do like 12, something like 1250. So let me see. And I don't want the highest volatility. I kind of want good volatility, but not the highest. Considering I'm selling puts, And volatility is not good for selling. Volatility is great for buying. So I'm looking at some of these implied volatilities. Let me see when the next earnings report comes out. Paramount's next earnings is February 15th. So I'm not sure if I want to play. I want to be out before the earnings report because I'm selling. I want it to be dead, but right before it starts picking up, because a lot of people. No offense, I'm not an expert, but a lot of people play on the earnings report. So before February 15th, so let's go about January 26th. Looks like to be about a 64% implied volatility, about $2 or $3 change. Doesn't look to be too much. Let me see. There's a real low one next week. So 10 days. So all right, 10 days. It looks to be real low. What's $14? What's that? 2,800. All right, so let's go ahead and sell a couple contracts. On Paramount, I'll sell like 2. I'm gonna do a first triggers. I don't even understand what the rest of these. First triggers, second OCO. First triggers, third OCO. I need to learn some more about those as well. But let me do first triggers. So when this contract, it's at 15 right now. So I'm looking at Paramount right now. It's dropping. So let's just say when it gets down, when this contract is worth, I think this contract, let's say when it's worth like $24. You know what I'm saying? Then go ahead and sell 2 contracts. But I'm also going to go ahead and create an opposite order, which is going to be my limit, which is going to basically just say like, hey, look, if this thing gets down to, how much am I willing to make? 19 cents? I'm just going to put in, if this thing gets down to like 2 cents right now, I'll fix it later. And then I'm going to go ahead and create a duplicate order, and I'm going to put stop. And if it gets up to, I'll lose again another about $10 per contract. So if it gets up to about 34, go ahead, buy it back as well. I'll lose about $10 per contract. Got 2 contracts. So let me go ahead and put this in. I'll put this in good till close. Let me fix that. Good till close, good to close. All right, fantastic. And let's just say the contract gets up to about, I don't know, like 20. I'm going to put it higher, like $28. All right, I'm going to go ahead and send that off. All right, there it goes. And that one's sitting there chilling. Woo! Hot boy. That joint chilling. So I can cool it now. You know what I'm saying? These contracts get to their prices. Matter of fact, I want to move that contract up on MRO to about $24. Let me move that up to about $24. If this, I got it at $20, so I'm going to move that to $24. I'm going to go ahead and confirm and send that. Sell 2 contracts. And then, right now, I think I blew it up. Oh, crap. It's having technical difficulties. Here, yeah, you can even see compatibility error has happened. An unexpected error has occurred. If problems persist, please contact tech support. You are advised to restart your application now. Not yet. I'm in the middle of putting in an order. All right. So give me a second. I'll put it in. I'll restart in a little while. Okay. So if we failed to deliver your order, that's all good. It wasn't that important anyways. I was just, okay. So, put it in 24 cents. So going back to MRO, I'm going to change the 30 cents stop loss. I'm going to go ahead and change that to now 34 cents. Well, I guess I could leave it at 30. You know what I'm saying? But I need to give myself some space just in case. I'll move it to 32. All right. Go ahead, confirm and send that. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the limit order at 1 because I don't want it to trigger today because I'm out of day trades today and I don't feel like getting in trouble with anybody. So we good. All right. So I'm going to cool it right now. I got those orders in. I'm damn near out of money because these are cash secured puts. So when I put these orders in, they take my money. They suck it all out of my account. It's like, mother sucker. All right, I'm good right now. That really, in my personal opinion, wasn't my best trading. Yes, damn it, that $50 loss from Atamera and JetBlue, absolutely. It was like $25 for just completely. Was thinking long, and I was supposed to be thinking short. The limit is below market price. The buy limit below market price. The buy stop was supposed to be above market price. I switched it, messed it up, ended up taking a loss. Did it again, doing too much, but it's cool. Now I got these new orders in. Now at the same time with these orders in, I can go around and look around at different companies to see if there's actually another order that I want to put in. If there is another order I want to put in, I'll be sure to try to pull the mic up and touch base. But right now, those orders are sitting there right now. Again, I'll go over it real quick one more time. So, I can even tell you today, December 26, 2023, at approximately 10:48 a.m. Eastern Time, I put in an order to sell 2 Paramount contracts, sell 2 put option contracts at $14. Essentially saying right now, Paramount is at, let me see what market price. It's at $14.97. So the contract is currently at 16 cents. I said if the contract gets up to 28 cents, I want to sell 2 of them. So if it goes up 12 cents, essentially if the stock drops, however, a little bit more, then the put contracts are going to be worth more because the stock is dropping, and it's like, okay, whatever. So 2 of those. Well, actually, I didn't sell them yet. I got a pending order to sell them if they get up to 28. The contract gets up to 28 cents per contract. And also remember, each contract is worth 100 shares of the underlying. Then, if that order triggers, then I want to buy the contracts back. I put it at 2 cents because, again, realistically, if I didn't have any eligibility issues, I would have put it at. I'd have put it in at like 20. I'd have been okay with making like $8 per contract. That's $16. If I do that, I'd have been fine with that. But because of my eligibility, I'm out of day trades right now, and they'll like lock my account to where I can't put in any more buy orders or anything. All I can do is close orders, and essentially they're gonna close my account, whatever, and then I'm gonna have to transfer my money to another brokerage because they're just like, yo, you're a pattern day trader and you're doing too much. So got that in. So if it drops down to 2 cents, I'm going to go ahead and buy the contracts back because we're doing a sell high, buy low. And then if it goes up to 32 cents, so if it goes up 4 cents per contract, which is not a lot of room, essentially I'd be losing about $6 per contract. That'd be about $12. Go ahead, cancel it out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is move that stop loss. I'm going to go ahead and move that to 38. So I'll be losing about $10 per contract. That'd be about $20. So on the other end, put in a pending order right now for MRO. Currently the contract is at 12 cents. I said if it goes up to 24 cents, go ahead and sell the contract. And then I did the same thing with that. I put the limit buy it back at 1 cent because I don't want it to trigger today. If it does trigger and it drops down to 1 cent, I may cancel it. Or I may just go ahead and take it and just get in trouble and be like, screw it, man. I'm tired of this life anyways, of all this strain on my neck. What I got to do is I got to deposit more money into the account. I'm working on getting some loans to kind of fund my business. I'm going to eventually change this account I'm in. I believe it's a trad IRA. I'm going to change it into a trad IRA or an account for my personal business. So all the trades and everything will go under the business. But as of right now, I'm figuring it all out. But did the same thing with MRO. If it drops down to 1 cent, buy it back. If it goes up to, if I sells at 24, if it goes up to, what I put, 38. Let me see on MRO. Let me see. Yeah, I put it at 38. So let me change that MRO from 38 to 34. All right, cancel OCO and replace it. and drop that down to 34. So if I make, okay, there we go. All right, so they're sitting. So now this gives me time to look around in the market, see if there's any other companies out there that have some pretty great underlying prices and option prices. And maybe if these things don't execute, I'll just cancel these and do the other orders. So just going to get ready to do my research. Restaurants are about to start opening up. This is terrible. Look, even though I do this, I'm not the best with my money. Okay. I really got to get better. Restaurants are starting to open up and I'm getting hungry. I'm thinking about West African today. I don't know all the. I'm thinking about West African today. Maybe some Ugusi with some pounded yam. All right. So I just wanted to touch base with that and two things. I did want to show that hey, mistakes happen. Mistakes help us grow. On the other end, also when you make a mistake, know when to cut your losses and call it quits as well. Don't get it wrong. But keep going. A lot of times when people make mistakes and they take a loss, I mean, a $50 loss for me is not easy. I mean, that's substantial for me. All right. So could easily be walking around the house screaming, fuck, bull fucking cock, shit, and just pissed off, but why would have I done that? Because I wouldn't have had another play. And luckily, I have some stocks written down of plays that I want to do. And I'm like, let me go ahead and take a look at this one. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a look at this one. All right, bet. I think we got some good news on Marathon Oil. I would love to hop back and fix my plays with the JetBlues and America because I was like, damn, I made a mistake. Let me get it right. Can't right now. Well, I could, but I'd get in trouble. So I just kept going. I keep going. Those orders are not executed yet. Actually, Paramount just went up to 17 cents. So it's getting closer to my limit price, but my limit price is so damn high. But I know what happens sometimes with these stocks. They take a plummet. They're doing nice and they take a plummet. Contract becomes worth more because I could easily go get the contract right now. But then when it plummets, I'm like, oh shit, I could have sold that contract for more if I wasn't impatient. So, the Marathon Oil contract went down to 11 cents. So Marathon Oil is going up. So my put isn't doing so well, but it's cool. That's about it. If anything else comes up, I'll be sure to try to stop by and just turn the mic on, let y'all know what I'm doing. I want to say thank you so much to anybody and everybody who decided to stop by and kick it with your mans. I appreciate it. I'm Chanman, and this is House of Bar. I am thrilled to introduce you to an exciting new storybook journey that I believe will capture your imagination. Allow me to present Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure, a compelling short story that promises to transport you to a world of interest, excitement, and learning. The title of the book is Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure by Chandler Hayes. In a world of colorful imagination and captivating stories, a new children's book has emerged to empower our young minds with crucial life lessons, life skills, and financial literacy. Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure is a cheering short story written by a talented Black author who understands the importance of equipping our youth in the early stages of life with the tools they need to navigate the realm of money, savings, and smart choices. Meet Langston Mankson and his imaginary best friend, Zonky, a pink elephant, two curious souls who embark on an adventure around the vibrant landscape of Wichita, Kansas, where Langston Mankson sets out to accomplish multiple goals and is met with obstacles that he must overcome. Langston Mankson and Zonky discover valuable lessons of talking about finances in the home in order to gain knowledge. Langston Mankson, with a little bit of confidence, the guidance of supportive parents, the help of community members like Mr. Tiller, and his imaginary best friend Zonky, Langston Mankson learns about the value of money and how to save, the importance of making thoughtful spending decisions, the significance of thinking outside the box when met with challenges with money, and the joys of sharing with others. Through relatable experiences and engaging storytelling, young readers are introduced to the fundamental concepts of money, such as earning, saving, and spending responsibly. Langston Manson set savings goals, teaching children the importance of planning for future needs and dreams. The book celebrates diversity and the different perspectives on money, shedding light on its role in different people's lives. The characters' interactions emphasize the joys of serving others, the gift of sharing, and making a positive impact in their community. The pages of Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure come to life with vibrant illustrations. The colorful and imaginative visuals not only captivate young readers, but also enhance their understanding of complex financial concepts. Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure is coming soon to bookstores and online realtors. It is a must-have addition to any child's library, fostering essential life skills while sparking the joy of reading. Empower the young minds in your life with the gift of financial literacy and imagination. Join Langston Manson, Zonky, family, and friends on their extraordinary journey of running a drink stand to set them on the path of a brighter future. Your opinion means a great deal to me. I would be honored if you would consider exploring Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure and sharing your thoughts. Your feedback could play an invaluable role in shaping the future of this project. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to discuss the book further, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Your support in spreading the word about Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure would mean the world to me, and I deeply appreciate your consideration. I am a passionate advocate for financial literacy. Me, Chandler Hayes, and am excited to join the community of storytellers with a background in finances. I am driven to inspire children to embark on their own adventures of learning and discovery through the power of literature. Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure is a heartfelt endeavor to promote financial literacy in a fun and accessible way. As a Black author, I'm committed to providing children of all backgrounds with the tools for success, and I am proud to contribute to a more financially informed generation. Thank you for taking the time to explore this advertisement, and I look forward to the possibility of sharing this extraordinary literature adventure with you. Please feel free to contact me. You can reach me at the email c287gph@gmail.com. All right, thank you. Warmest regards. Have a great day. God bless.